If Sarah Palin decides to run for president, she'll have a lot of convincing to do. Have to convince a lot of people she's ready. We're seeing some potentially worrisome results for her in a fresh new poll. Let's bring in our senior political correspondent, Candy Crowley. All right, the numbers, good and bad. Explain to our viewers, Candy.
They are, Wolf. You know, when you talk to John McCain about his selection of Sarah Palin as his number 2 on the Republican ticket, he inevitably talks about the passion that she ignited on the campaign trail. Well, looking at this poll, what we see is that those passions are still there. In some ways, the majority of Americans view Sarah Palin positively. 64% consider her a good role model for women. 56% say she cares about people. 55% call her honest and trustworthy.
And I'll bet you're going to
Is she qualified to be president? Uh-oh. Just short of a year since the McCain-Palin ticket was defeated, a CNN Opinion Research Corporation poll found only 29% of Americans think that John McCain's vice presidential pick is qualified to be president. A whopping 71% say she is not, a number that is both stunning and not.
I think that was always going to be the steep hill for her. It was to prove her credentials. And that's something that if she's going to run, she's going to have to do after the book comes out.
That's another number Palin will like. Her book, due out next month, is second on Amazon's bestseller list. Palin suffers from disconnect. While many Americans find positive attributes in her, they don't think she has the right stuff to sit in the Oval Office. Fewer than half say she is a strong leader, shares their values, or agrees with them on issues. Political reporter Ann Kornblatt, author of a soon-to-be-released book, Notes from the Cracked Ceiling, is surprised Palin's numbers are as high as they are.
I think that certainly any candidate who's in the high 40s on any of those attributes, obviously room to grow, would need to grow, but that's not really that far outside the ballpark of where you'd expect somebody who's that controversial to be.
Certainly, Palin still has a home in politics in the heart of the GOP. She ranks number 2 in the Republican-only presidential preference poll. The problem is her disapproval rating, 51%, is higher than any of her fellow Republicans on that list. So, though a good majority of Americans find reason for positive feelings about Sarah Palin the person, Palin the politician remains a divisive figure. Couple of things to remember about that all-Republican presidential preference poll. First, Mike Huckabee has been on top almost since the election was over last year. Second, of all of those on the list, Sarah Palin has the highest negative numbers, the highest disapproval rate, that at 51%. And third, Wolf, as you know, it is an awfully long time till the next presidential election. Interesting for today, may not hold even till tomorrow.
A long time, 3 years till the next election.
Yeah.
But guess what, Candy? Only 2 years or so before the Iowa caucuses, right?
Looking forward to it.
I know you are. Let's get ready for that. All right, thanks, Candy, very much.